A global sting involving an encrypted communications platform developed by the FBI has sparked a series of raids and arrests around the world, delivering an unprecedented blow to crime gangs, authorities said Tuesday. Operation Trojan Shield involved police swoops in 16 nations. More than 800 suspects were arrested, and more than 32 tons of drugs, cocaine, cannabis, amphetamines and methamphetamines, were seized along with 250 firearms, 55 luxury cars and more than $48 million in cash and cryptocurrencies. Australian Federal Police Commander Jennifer Hearst called the operation a watershed moment in global law enforcement history. Dutch National Police Chief Constable Jannine van den Berg said the sting dealt an unprecedented blow to criminal networks, and this is worldwide. The seeds of the operations were sown when law enforcement agencies earlier took down two other encrypted platforms, EncroChat and SkyECC. That meant that crime gangs trafficking in drugs and ordering underworld killings across the globe were in the market for new secure phones. The FBI had just what they needed. An app called ANOM was installed on modified mobile phones. There was a void that was created by a lack of these encrypted platforms, said Calvin Shivers of the FBI. So that created an opportunity for collaboration with our international partners to not only develop the specific tool, but also to develop the process of gathering the intelligence and disseminating the intelligence. The app formed the backbone of Trojan Shield, an operation led by the FBI that also involved the US Drug Enforcement Administration, the European Union Police Agency Europol and law enforcement agencies in more than a dozen countries. It allowed police to look over the shoulders of criminals as they discussed hits, drug shipments and other crimes on what they thought was a secure platform. Intelligence gathered and analyzed enabled us to prevent murders. It led to the seizure of drugs that led to the seizure of weapons. And it helped prevent a number of crimes, Shivers said. Earlier Tuesday, authorities in Australia and New Zealand said they'd dealt a huge blow to organised crime after hundreds of criminals were tricked into using the messaging app. Australian authorities said they arrested 224 people and seized more than 4 tons of drugs and $35 million in an ongoing operation that dates back 3 years. New Zealand police said they had arrested 35 people and seized drugs and assets worth millions of dollars. Today, the Australian government, as part of a global operation, has struck a heavy blow against organised crime, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison told reporters. Not just in this country, but one that will echo around organised crime around the world. European police last year delivered a major blow to organised crime after cracking an encrypted communications network, known as EncroChat, used by criminal gangs across the continent.